And we're live. Okay, so welcome to the start of round number 3. I hope you guys enjoyed the showdown between Duke and June just now. It was a shit fest. Holy shit, that was
no
such an
swearing.
amazing
This
game.
is a family-friendly stream. Okay.
Oh, my bad. So, my name's Ian. I'm here as an Love Life Sunshine expert after getting defeated by it. And I'm joined by Leon, who is going to be the ReZero flavor explainer.
Yes, it's I.
So you're going to explain all the flavor in the ReZero cards for me. And of course, we have our players, Christian and Patrick.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah. Apparently, they've played this match before at World 2018. And it didn't go so well for Christian. A little bit unlucky. So we'll see if Christian gets a little bit luckier this game. And yeah, you can go start the game.
Okay, so left, right, center.
Center. I'll go center, right, left.
So Christian is going first. Leon, have you muted yourself in Discord?
Of course I have.
Good job.
Nice.
Okay. So
I have to say,
this.
the last time we played this matchup,
What do you think of this matchup, Leon?
set 2 ReZero wasn't out.
This matchup was pretty interesting because both their decks have their power spike at level 2.
Early game makes a
And
difference, so.
it really comes down to how much you play around the answers your opponent has, I think.
Not gonna ditch any.
And also denying both of them their spike as much as possible.
Who do you think
Because
would win
this-
here?
I think ReZero has a slight edge, just because at least Yabi's deck, but ReZero in general has a great anti-change counter, and Yabi plays 3 of that.
Exactly. So, yeah, so actually, I think this matchup is more like who can, like, Love Life Sunshine is all about pushing damage basically, and ReZero is all about mitigating damage. So it's more like who can pull their game plan through, and yeah, and in the end, I think Christian is in a better spot there because of his anti-change counter mostly.
Yeah.
But I think it might depend on whoever gets their setup first.
Yeah, that's true. Because if ReZero sets up first, they usually always have their back row to give it 2k.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty big wall.
Yeah, it's like, but it's also because of if Christian gets it set up,
Direct power to center.
Patrick won't be able to front attack without getting his character's answer changed. So that's very scary for Patrick.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
So far we see pretty strong openings on both sides. Christian opening the runner, Patrick opening a runner and a suicider. And
Chat is saying they can hear me twice or something.
really?
Yeah, apparently I have robot echo or something.
He's just a robot. That's fine.
Okay.
Is he actually echoing?
Beep boop, robot echo.
Oh no. Why is there always something going wrong with you?
Right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Leon?
Yep.
I don't know, man. That's just how I am.
Okay, I found out.
Do you mind if I cut?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think
Oh, so you fixed it?
like this. I think like this. It should work.
I'll go.
Okay,
Right.
we'll see if they revolt again.
Robot Leon. That's some great copy pasta now, though. Okay.
Yeah. The copy
Oh, we
pasta
see-
game was great last game.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, so now we see a clean cut in the middle that gains a level, so that already locks the Emilia runner into place, right?
Yeah, but it's also pretty risky because if it doesn't die, then you
But it-
basically
Combat.
give your
the
opponent
rig is
2
50,
free
correct?
reverses.
But
Will know.
it always doesn't die, right? Because it's a plus a level.
Okay, interesting.
Yep, go for it.
Front
we
row.
I mean, yeah, exactly though.
Cancel.
Interesting. Direct.
Interesting cancels.
No.
He's going for a direct first, so he's probably not considering level locking Oh, but he luckily does anyway. Oh, or doesn't.
He's just a god.
Okay, so it's a clean cut, putting his Ricky into the back row. We saw in the last game that Christian really loves putting his Ricky into back row.
He also just really loves Ricky.
Yeah.
Way to do that. So,
Christian, Patrick considering the on-death
P2,
salvage effect. Face the climax instead.
salvage itself.
Did Christian just trigger a climax as well?
No.
Use the con on top chat. Or,
Don't
use
think
the
so,
con
but to
on
be fair, I read
save,
chat.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Top check off that. Actually,
And now he's using the scry to save it.
That's interesting.
bottom deck it.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, he saved the runner. Okay.
Draw.
Yeah. So what we're likely to see is basically Chica combo.
I'm not sure. I think he might have used the scry to actually check if he...
Could top deck
to-
into the combo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he actually has the climax right now.
Level.
Yeah, but that means we'll get to see the Chica combo now, right?
Ah, yeah, of course. But will we see Encore 3?
More Encore 3 shit.
Dude, I love
Oh.
Encore 3.
There's more runner, so I guess he doesn't have combo prepared yet.
Yeah.
And also locked himself out of the Ruby combo, or the Ruby Akatsuki. Placing the Suicider on the side. So, what does this mean?
Mm,
It means that he has to still rearrange his field? Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's what it means. Okay, good.
Revenge 500.
But that's not how you rearrange that field.
I think that's how you rearrange the field.
2K. on
The
Yeah.
the Yoshikos can pump each other to become like 3k or something. So if he attacks with a Chica first and then the Yoshiko, the clean cut will die.
I'll do it first. Beginning of combat. You can't.
Mhm.
Or yeah, he can distribute
mean,
pumps
Front
like in any way and we'll be fine probably.
for 2.
Fair, but isn't the Emilia 3-5?
Power to the
Yeah, the Emilia is 3-5, but the Chica is
Oh.
4 now, and now we can pump the Chica to 4-5.
Power to the Chica.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's
I actually just
perfectly fine.
misinterpreted the field. I'm just stupid.
you're doing that, right.
Yeah. But now
So,
now
now you
I
know.
learned how to be smart, so it should be fine.
Now you can mirror in your head.
1.
Christian cancels here, but then he just takes 1, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if Christian gets level locked or not, so
match.
Yeah.
yeah.
He has his Rickies anyway.
He has Ricky's. He already has a stock soul in hand apparently. And Patrick can also see that, so that might not be very good for Christian.
Yeah, we should tell him that.
Thinking.
Yeah. I'll go in for a sec. Christian?
Yeah.
Sometimes we can see your hand, and that means that Patrick can also see it, so be careful about that, okay?
Clock.
Very professional.
Maybe
Hi,
change
I'm
something.
professional.
Set up.
Ah, nice try.
Your hand.
Hey, but Leon, you still need to explain some flavor for me.
Okay, so maybe we should start with why does Rem clock you? And you know why that is? Because she has a cat on her head. And cats tend to actually stick out their claws if they hold onto something. So this card is actually just herself getting hurt by the cat. So that's why she clocks you 1.
Okay. Leon, you're fired.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Spoilers.
Pretty sure that Yabi already has his book, so
Yeah.
we're gonna see the Emilia Climax combo, which is a on attack top check 4 and add a character to hand.
So yeah, this is just a very generic level 1 re0 turn, where Christian is probably going to mill through his entire deck,
Goes
or
over 2K. Yeah.
mill towards a good compression state.
It does seem like he only has 1 Emilia though.
Maybe he doesn't do the combo.
Oh.
Does he sag for a second? That doesn't make sense, I guess.
Why did he
attack phase.
Single Maguro, okay.
Okay.
Again.
And he invested.
Uh,
Why did he place his suicider on board?
3.
Is there a reason for
The
this?
the only reason I could see is that he actually thinks he's going to trigger a book and will then, with the climax combo, end up at 8 cards in hand
4.
if he doesn't
Oh
play
yeah,
the
yeah,
suicider.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But I'm not sure how many cards he actually has in hand.
A good thing you're a ReZero main here. Oh, and now he's considering. Is he considering not attacking? That just seems wrong, right?
Does it seem wrong? We talked about how you want to deny the level 2. Oh. Well.
You want to deny level 2, but do you also want to deny your own plussing combo?
Yeah, no, like, exactly. He should have just attacked with the other card first.
15 cards.
Probably, yeah. But
Yeah.
Check 1.
even then, maybe it's fine because it's so early in the game still.
Check 4.
There's an answer change counter though, and also 2 climaxes.
Yeah, but then
The
again,
anti-change counter
Patrick only has 3 stock, and typically for the
for 2.
good turn for Sunshine, you want to have 4 stock, since you can play the Rico level assist, the 2-1 that you can see in clock right here, and your early play combo, which is Chica that on play pays 1 extra and spawns the Yo. But with this,
Yo.
you basically only get the Chica.
Luckily, Christian Jabacher stacked his opponent's deck properly so that the 2-1 level assist is not in the clock right now. So that's a very good good decision.
That is true, but Patrick opted to play 4 of the Rico level assist,
sorry,
as most players do. I think
Yeah.
almost everyone does it.
But he never had the chance to actually sculpt for it, so it might be that he's missing it right now. Nope, he's not. Of course. But
Of course he does.
we did see 2 of them out, so he might not have the assist. We're in the back row. He's
Well,
gonna prove
even
me.
if he
No,
does,
he
even
doesn't
if-
have the sock for it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just talking about. So even if he does,
Yeah.
it's gonna come down next turn the earliest.
Mhm.
It still sucks though that he's getting his setup first, even though it's not the full setup.
I mean, I wouldn't be that sad if I'm 1-1 against the Love Life Sunshine that gets their setup off at 2-2.
Yeah. Also, the other thing is that Love Life Sunshine doesn't have an anti-change counter. So
Yeah.
Christian can just play his level 2 board if he actually hits level 2, which I kind of doubt at this point.
I don't think he reaches level 2. I don't think we've seen many climaxes out on Christian's side. I mean, he did mill 2 of them with his Maguro combo, but besides that, I think he's maybe like 4 or 5 out. There's not a climax on Patrick's side, though. That's not what he wants to see.
There is a climax, but it's on top of the deck.
Yeah. And we already saw him trigger 2 earlier in the game and proceed to eat a lot. So,
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
still a ton of cards in his deck. Should still be like 20 in there? Maybe 15.
oh, Christian is 6 out and still has a stock soul in hand. So actually, he will be eating a lot this turn.
But
But
not that's his Keika
That's-
Kudori, because then he can only play.
wow. The Japanese.
Can you show our viewers the Yo?
The Yo.
Or Christian's 2-1 Felt?
Sure. There's 2-1 Felt. So this
Nice.
2-1 Felt is gonna be very big for Christian next turn. So he doesn't have another top track to confirm the Yo burn,
Yeah.
and so that might be a little bit risky. Does he plan to? Okay,
Oh,
he does reposition to.
but that's not how you
Not
want to
crash.
reposition, right?
That's how you want to reposition, probably.
I think you want to reposition in a way that makes your level 3s go to the side. Because ReZero has the level assist, or the 2k to level 3 assist.
Oh yeah, that could make sense. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the burn 1.
Ooh, burn 1.
Shoutouts to burn 1.
Shoutouts to copy pastas in stream.
That's a good shoutout. I
Oh,
like
that's
it.
rough. That's rough.
So he's stuck at 1-6 actually. If he clocks, he won't be able to reach reach level 2 before
What he-
refresh.
So,
So-
you have 5 in waiting room?
What
the
he
early
could
play gets
do,
a nice.
though,
Okay.
Ricky?
is play a Ricky. Don't take a card.
6.
No. I think, right. He has to not take a card. But it's also unlikely to get a card anyway, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
So what's the line here?
Interesting.
You can actually guarantee the Ricky with a Suicider in the back row, right?
Oh, that's true.
We know he can take the Ricky. But is it the
And
correct play, though?
Well, Christian has said a lot of times that plays might seem weird, but if they're just to set up the 2-1 felt early play, that he believes them to be correct. So we might actually see it.
Oh, that's a front
But-
row Suicider.
I'll play
Ah.
check 1.
What does this mean?
Oh, what is this?
Wait,
Well, this definitely means
is he
he's not
ditching
going
his
to-
stock soul now? He's not going for the suboptimal play?
I think you either ditch the stock soul or play it. But there's also no yellow in his clock, so that's another problem.
Yeah.
So you just have to ditch it here.
Pitch.
So the
Hey,
the
that's a
force
run out.
felt play
Pitch
was
this.
probably wrong. Oh, yeah. There goes his
okay.
climax. Okay.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, not having
So-
yellow is pretty hard for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he had yellow, he could have went for the force felt play, but right now it doesn't seem like it could be the correct play here.
Options don't
Yeah.
matter yet. This also doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The dia is
Right.
okay, right?
Right now he's contemplating if
Yeah.
it actually matters where he places his cards,
For 1.
but upon realizing that most of them don't actually do anything, he just wants to crash so his opponent overswings.
But he's not crashing that though. The
Is
other
it? Oh,
two
that's true.
are
It's
being
actually
crashed.
stronger, huh?
He is he's crashing his level 1s to the nice side attack options at least.
Which is also good.
But is it good? You kind of want to force a side attack, right? Somewhere.
Do you?
I
I mean, I guess,
of
because of the
interchange.
anti-change counter. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And by doing this,
Right.
yeah, he just allows him to
Right.
side attack into the 0 for nothing, huh?
Refresh point.
I'm not quite sure. Oh. So he's refreshed 8 and
For 1.
took 1 as refresh damage, so there's 7 left in deck. I think on Patrick's side, there aren't many left in deck. Alright, this is a card that has a lot of flavor. Can you explain this?
The Emilia?
For 1.
Yeah, the morning moment Emilia. It spawns a puck. It's pretty mad.
Ah. Yeah, so basically, Emilia just loves puck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the very insightful flavor explanations.
I have spoilered people once. They pulled out their forks. I will not spoil people again.
Yeah, no ability for the Conan.
Oh, people are saying you know what not having yellow feels like. What do you say about this, Ian?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
It only works for playing events, okay?
Ah,
I still
Sure,
need to
sure.
implement a rule that you don't need a proper color for an event.
surely Bushiroad will grant your wish if you just win this invitational.
Unlucky. Never a wish granted.
You're just fighting for the Holy Grail, but then Sunshine came in, stuck in court 3 a ton of times and killed you. How do you feel?
Well, I'll also try and push for a rule that disallows stock on core for 3. So
You could
everything
also
will be
just-
fine after that.
Yeah, sure. You could also just play Japanese and get SEO 10th anniversary with their anti-encore.
That's gonna happen.
Okay, I'll play that.
So,
I'm pretty sure that's an auto win against Patrick.
card.
Against Patrick specifically. Okay, so we see a Ruby coming down. He is not milling. So, do you think this means that he's expecting his compression to be good here? That might mean that there's a climax in there, right?
I think he's just
5.
going to play a climax, but I'm not sure if it's correct to.
You'd still
Leave
want to
it
mill
like-
1 then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to play a
So-
climax here? That seems like it would worsen your numbers. Oh, okay.
I think you just want to play the
Wait.
climax for the stock.
But do you think Patrick will leave the Suicider on the board? The Suicider seems like a really good card to sculpt your hand with later.
Well,
Uh-oh.
that is true.
Stream
you
lag?
kind of froze.
Wait, did both players freeze?
I can't, like, the camera is frozen.
Oh,
Nah, only Patrick.
only Patrick.
I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, but the players realized it. Now it's back.
Oh,
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay,
works.
cool.
Okay.
So
Sorry
you
about
stocked the yo, did
Yeah, I
something
stocked the
else
level
happen?
0, yo.
Uh-oh. Did it freeze
Oh my God,
again?
it froze again.
Seriously?
Maybe
Oh,
read
he's
it
just
because
activating
it
his
goes back, but
stand.
I don't see any. You can see my stuff fine, right?
Yeah, I can see yours.
No, the
Luckily,
hand is
Christian
frozen,
can move
like,
and
nothing.
stop
Okay.
time, so using the world won't really help
You
Patrick
want me
here.
to just try and disconnect, reconnect?
I'm not sure. Wait, maybe if the streamers like casters, is it also like this for you?
Yeah, it's the same for us as well.
Yeah, it's the same for us.
Frozen. Okay.
Okay, so you want me to disconnect, reconnect?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, give me a sec, I'll be right back.
There's my double voice again.
Really? Do you have two voices?
I mean, if I
No,
if I talk
I
in
got you
Discord, it'll be
muted.
double, right?
I got you muted,
unlucky.
like, by default on
Unlucky.
Discord.
Looks like it works.
Yeah, that makes
we'll
sense.
see.
Right?
I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
listen to myself anyway.
Yeah. works.
Oh,
Alright, so
oh,
I stocked
oh.
the level 0,
Okay.
yo.
Oh,
It seems
okay,
like
so
it
he's
works
stuck
now.
at level 0.
We're good to go.
He's
Yeah.
proceeding his turn.
Alright, cool.
He's stuck in a level 0, so, like,
Burn 1.
usually what you see
Take it.
Love Left Sunshine players doing is stocking a yo so that they have a target for Chica.
Yeah.
Wait, was that a side?
Yep, it was a side.
Okay.
So you just talked about how
Cancel on one.
Oh, there's a yo.
the salvage will actually help him sculpt his hand afterwards.
Yeah.
4.
4.
But getting
let's see
that yo
if it's-
anti-change is like really bad. Yeah, but I mean,
Probably weren't going
it's
to
a 4.
or 5.
I think it's pretty average to take like, I don't know, 3 on average here.
Yeah, but then again,
So
because
can I check your waiting
you don't
room
want to
now?
get the yo anti-changed, why don't just
Yeah, of course. I have 2
move
cards
the
left
yo
here.
to a
Is there anything
direct
you wanna look for?
and
Yeah, I
frontal the
think-
Suicider with the...
I think
Level
that would
1.
make
Is the
sense.
Fumio out, I guess.
The Fumio is.
Yeah, because
where'd
if
it go?
Yabi actually wants to keep his Suicider, he's gonna sack the Brainstorm,
Okay, is the
right?
Ruby counter
So the
out?
only way you're gonna get anti-changed
There
here
is
is by
one
sacking
in
the Suicider anyway.
Is there any? Well, let me check your list real quick. If there's
So not
anything
only do you
else.
actually deny your opponent the sculpting, you also take his
Chica level
resources
3s?
Chica level 3s. In waiting room.
by directing with the level 3s, of course.
Yeah.
1.
And bouncer.
He was in a very bad deck state for doing this though. Like getting your yo bottom deck is an extra
It's in here.
All good.
extra damage that you take, right?
That is
Draw.
true.
I'm actually not sure if Jarbacher is actually running 3 copies of this specific interchange. I might need to
He is,
DQ him
he
later.
is.
Oh, lucky.
Clock.
There goes a Reinhardt. So
We're,
yeah,
we're playing an open deck list. Why don't you know?
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen the copies that he ran. Apparently, Duke was playing a wrong copy of the Something in a Warehouse event just now. So I also have to DQ him later.
Brainstorm.
I'll give him a
that
game
makes
loss
sense.
actually.
That's pretty unlucky for him.
Hit 2.
Feels
Hit
bad,
2
man.
with the Brainstorm.
Yeah, there's the climaxes. It's 5
Well-
out already.
It might make sense to go for another Brainstorm to mill your deck further and then early play the Felt. But I'm not sure if Christian actually has the Felt here.
Yeah. I mean, you can dig for it. He does seem like he's digging towards something. And he's prepping a finisher, actually.
But I think that's just because the only card he actually wanted was the Emilia, like the level 1 Emilia, because they're both Emilias. And then by milling the other Climax, you're just gonna
Check 1.
take anything that you can need for later.
Yeah, but I think the finisher is actually really interesting for this matchup because you can just keep memory shooting the Yos.
Did it change?
He drops an interchange, so yeah.
Play this
I
card.
mean, it's very likely that the answer change won't be useful anymore.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure. Draw drop. Damn. What
He-
a misplay.
Damn, what a
Manages-
misplay, he says.
Brainstorm.
He's
Unlucky.
oh
Ah,
Oh,
so
yikes.
what he meant by damn, what a misplay is probably that
He-
with the draw 1 ditch 1 effect of the Emilia, he drew a
he
climax.
drew another climax, yeah.
4.
And he
And that was-
refreshes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
you put the waiting room in, there hold, just make sure that the top 3 cards of your
Yeah, I'll be
deck are
disregarding the
2-1
rules here.
climax and what you would free fresh with.
It was 4 cards. 2-1 climax.
And then was there anything else?
Yeah, they're being too fast. High APM plays.
Yeah.
For the 2-1 as
I
well.
really like watching
one of
ReZero
those
in
two was
general.
the
I
stop.
just
That's fine.
feel like
In
it's a
your
really
waiting
fun deck
room,
to spectate.
Yeah.
Is the 1-0
Is it?
block there?
Maybe that's
Should
just me.
be- should be-
Because
Just because they cancel a
they're
lot?
always doing the same, right? But
Okay.
But it's still kind of different from how normal meta decks
1 anti-chain.
do their game plan somehow.
1 is in clock.
Yep.
I wonder.
yeah,
any rest
it's I
comments?
just think it's a pretty fun deck to watch. I don't know,
0.
especially because the Emilia Freeze Brainstorm really adds a lot of fun.
Search this
to view it.
and search this.
The Emilia Freeze Brainstorm would have been really good here.
Careful about shuffling
Yeah.
too quickly. I don't think I was able to check your first.
Freezing the Yo here is really
Yeah.
big.
However, let's see. So
Oh, revealing a card.
Spaghetti. So the Felt is currently at 10-5, would be 12-5.
Yeah.
If he crashes
Little-
one thing, he can make it 13-5 or
Can he-
13k against the Yo to play
can even
around
make
the
it
2-1 backup.
Yeah, you can even make it 13-5. Like the Betty Brainstorm's effect, which is if a character reverses, give another character 500. It's not once per turn, so you can use it multiple times.
Yeah. So, but that would force him to crash into the Ruby, and
Left, right.
Patrick actually only has 3 cards in hand, so maybe forcing him out of resources could be a thing.
Could be,
Although
but I think
he
Christian will
has
play a
7
Rem
stock. He has 7 stock to 3 core anchor twice, so
here. He can also Kanan and then 3 stock Encore the Kanan. But
yeah.
I'm
that's
pretty
also a
sure
Rem.
that Christian wants to play a Rem here.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Healing-
disappointed if he doesn't have a Rem.
Healing down otherwise. Well, healing down seems really good here. And like, he could have always went for a Rem, right? Because he has the Suicider on board. He could have always grabbed a Rem and made it like efficient kinda.
Correct.
Yeah, and because he doesn't,
But he
Oh.
doesn't go for it.
So
He's going for the 13.5k
yeah.
felt play.
6.
maybe he just didn't see the line.
for 3.
Oh, he also
Ooh.
doesn't
Chances.
give
Another
power.
climax. Yeah, he forgot to give power, huh?
Is there anything you
But I
want to-
think he did see the line though, so it's just that he's not communicating it properly here, huh? Or perhaps he already checked the backups actually. I think he checked the backups before, and there's one in level as well, so...
Yeah, that might be it.
But in that case, this line would have been just strictly worse than early playing a Rem, right?
Yeah, like in that case especially.
Yeah.
I think only playing a Rem is always good here. Because if you're scared of a counter, you can also just attack the level 1, whatever the name is. The yellow one. Ruby, yeah. I'm really sorry for all the viewers, but Love Live Idols just all look the same to me.
Same, to be honest. But hey, we accept all and every anime lover here, or something.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Yeah, that's why I said the or something part. Okay. We see him refreshing. There's one climax out at least.
Middle, left, right.
Another thing to consider here is actually the time frame that Yabi is playing in, because he is a European, and we know from last time that Yabi played. He played at I think 3 a.m. and
Really?
here's my quick
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty bad for him.
there.
and that was pretty hard on him.
Oh, actually.
Was it?
He told me later that he didn't exactly planned to play at that time, or just didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, sometimes
So,
it just doesn't suit other people's schedules, though. So
yeah, exactly. But it's still something to consider.
yeah, it's already 12:30, so
Yeah. So he might just be a little bit tired, which is not
Just-
excusing his play, of course. It's just finding a
Middle right. Left.
finding an excuse for his play. Yeah.
finding a reason for him not getting the rem, more so.
Okay, so he clearly didn't have the backup, and he goes reverse. He'll probably con on it.
Translation, but Felt's condition is power condition is 3 or more.
Yeah,
other, right?
she's just 10-5 now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Loses the power condition, and is probably opting for Kanan now, which will also fix his top deck right before his draw phase.
I'm gonna 3 cost to go.
He's 3 stocks it instead, though. Isn't it strictly better to just Kanan it and 3 stock the Kanan?
I do think so as well.
Well, guess that's fine. So what will Patrick be looking for this turn?
Needed on that.
He could go for a bounce on Felt, or on the assist even, with the Yoshiko.
Yeah, I think bouncing the assist is correct here, because then Felt loses.
He
4K.
overplays the
Pay 1.
Kanan for the Scry and the drop search.
That makes sense, I guess.
He might be looking for the 2-1 assist still, because he doesn't have any sustainable top checks for his burn guarantees.
So
Out of that.
bouncing the Amelia level assist is pretty good for him here, I think.
Yeah,
The Felt loses 4K power because it loses her.
no,
when
it
you
loses
have 2 or more
2K.
others.
It's when you have 3 or more others. He already lost the condition.
Oh,
He's going for a Fumio instead.
does he actually want to finish here?
I don't think it's very good right now. He can only shuffle like 3 cards back into Christian's deck.
Yeah, the Fumio seems really weird.
It might just be a preparation for a later turn.
Just play 2 more Yo and kill Chris. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. Why didn't you do
works.
that?
Yeah, I mean, that works.
Yeah.
It's a finishing line. It's probably a better finishing line than playing a Rico now, at least.
Right, left, center.
And he only has 2 cards left in hand, so I wonder what those 2 cards could be. Like, I think you would almost always go for a Rico if you didn't have it yet, right?
Yeah. The Rico is just way too good for checking the Yo top checks.
So
you can
important for
top check
this.
your deck in main phase and then attack with the Yo first to guarantee a guarantee a burn.
He leaves it on top? Question mark? He does not.
Maybe he does.
It's
also worth noting that after this turn he will have 6 stocks, so he can 3 stock Encore twice.
Okay. So on Christian's side though, like even though this Rico is super good in like normal games, Christian does have this
there's another Yo.
freeze assist. Freeze brainstorm. So he could use that to freeze one of those assists.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the reason Patrick is not playing it.
Same.
I think Patrick is actually just
Another
prioritizing the Yos and does want to try and finish Christian right here and now.
Correct.
Ima Kokode.
Oh, that's a burn 1.
Ticket level.
That's a Kid King.
That's a Kid King. Levels is Reinhardt.
3.
Almost at the experience level.
Almost.
Uh-oh. That's a 3.
That is pretty close to kill range.
Yeah, and attacks with the Yos first, so he plays around the...
Oh,
he plays around the
burns
rest
for
counter
2.
now?
That is pretty good. I think Christian might be pretty dead here.
That's,
Yep.
Oh,
no.
There's a cancel, though.
Cancel on 4. That's the EU cancels.
Hope he triggers.
Front at 14.
You really gotta appreciate Patrick's laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a cancel at least. Okay.
Oh, there's
That's
a cancel,
good.
so there's a chance.
Thinking.
It does look pretty grim for Christian here, though, I think.
Christian did prepare his
This is pretty awkward.
His
finisher, though?
Emilia.
His resender?
Yeah, his Emilia finisher.
so he can actually deal some damage this turn. Healing
Yeah.
down would probably not work this turn.
3, 6,
What else?
count that?
I mean,
There's no really
9,
other
Yeah.
lines here.
12, 15,
he just needs to go
Because-
for a finish, probably.
Yeah, but his problem with that will be that ReZero in that state is actually not that great at finishing. You just restand into the puck, and that's it. You can give cancel burn with the felt, but apart
Mhm.
from that, you're
Yeah.
not really doing much.
Killing from 3-0 is not one of the strengths of ReZero.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah,
lines.
you can see that Christian has 3 climax in waiting room. So he probably wasn't favored to eat that damage, but now he's gonna have to make the best of it.
Yeah, and perhaps we'll see him heal down, actually.
Don't think so. After this, he has 3 stock left. So at most we're gonna get
Yeah.
another Rem, but I think if he's gonna play another level 3, it'll be the Emilia.
Maybe he can do some cheeky plays with like Freeze Brainstorm and heals, but indeed
I don't
it's
think so.
Emilia. Yeah, that's a yikes. Just hope we finish, I guess.
That's all I can do, yeah. You know, a wise man once told me, sometimes you just gotta sack.
Front, crash.
Sometimes you just gotta sack, indeed.
For 2.
And that's really all Christian can hope for here.
Yikes.
I'm pretty sure he's dead if he doesn't finish.
Yeah, especially because Patrick prepared the Fumio.
Yeah.
That's gonna 100% kill him, basically.
Yep.
So, yeah, after seeing these cancels, I guess this will be going to game 2 pretty soon.
Front.
Although, Christian
I do
does
think so as well.
have a decent compression now.
That's true.
Alright, Fumio. Yeah,
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 exactly.
unlucky. Rip Christian. You can still
Yeah.
sack cancels at least.
Shuffling thin deck.
While I always love seeing comebacks, I don't think that's a comeback here.
Maybe.
Maybe, if you're extremely lucky.
So he's gonna pay this out, right?
1, 5, cut.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
but if he pays it out, he decreases his chances of living through the Fumio, through the Rico level 3.
Left.
Yeah, I don't think Christian will choose to restand if this
4,
damage gets cancelled.
2.
He's not
Right.
paying it out. He's not using the cancel burn
like
though.
that.
So
But you can pay that out with the Emilia, right?
wait. Did he already have fucking grave?
Front.
Is he gonna trigger puck? No.
No.
That's
Uh,
a climax.
Probably has puck in hand.
For 2.
You don't draw there. You always don't draw there.
Oh, he actually takes.
Oh, that's a lethal
Now I
chance.
Yeah,
now
I
he can-
actually think you restand here.
He can go for a memory kick
Jackson waiting room.
and then restand the puck over the Emilia
4.
and go for exact lethal there.
How many cards in deck?
And I think you always reset anyway because P2, you pay out your climax there.
Yeah.
So it's not even
that's
decompressing.
true. Especially when you keep the Fumio in mind.
Does he have the puck
for
though?
People who might not know what a Fumio
I'll
is.
memory kick the Yo for sure.
I already put it on screen like 4 times or so. I hope they
Oh.
know it.
Well, if they don't, the effect you see there is a
Um,
Fumio. You basically choose 2 cards in your opponent's waiting room,
Okay.
and then shuffle everything
Oh.
else back into deck.
How
He
many
does
climax?
not go
He
for the
doesn't
restand though.
restand.
Should be 3.
What do you think of
Three.
going for a fake restand? Like only paying the climax out there.
Yeah.
Pay to discard 1, sack 1,
I think you want
Pay
to
a
do that
climax
at
out.
least, yeah.
or Stock
I'm-
and Core. I guess
I'm
Stock
really
and Core is better than
I'm
that.
really confused.
Ah, he's keeping 5 stock up for the rest counter.
2 attacks this turn to swing for lethal. Alright.
Yeah, he's keeping
I
up the rest
wonder if that's
counter.
gonna-
Definitely.
His problem is that
He's dead.
there's one directable lane. Yeah.
The problem is he's dead. Unlucky. Yeah. So, yeah, Patrick did not second core. Yeah, okay, he did not second core because he wants to play the Fumio. But does he have an actual finisher besides that? Is the real question.
Let me see something.
Of course, you just salvage something and then play the Yule.
How do you salvage something?
Interesting.
That's a good question. You sack a 2-1 Rico.
How do you get a 2-1 Rico out?
You just have it in hand. Duh.
But then you won't have enough stock to do the Fumio and the Rico.
No clock.
So
No clock.
I don't think
You're at 4, right?
You
There's
don't have access to Puck. I'm pretty sure that what Ian said is correct. He's probably just holding a rest
You're
counter
at
here.
4?
Yeah.
he was definitely considering
I do clock.
the resend.
Yeah.
I think he just decided that the odds of finishing here would be more slim than the odds of surviving here somehow. Even though he knows that there's a Fumio there in hand.
Is first.
Which one? Stock Solar Book?
You
Wait.
choose.
I
what-
choose.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
like-
process,
yeah.
The character I'm going to rest
He's
is without
Shuffling.
that knowledge. I have to rest.
he's shuffling without a stock soul. This is just for the better triggers here, probably. More control over his deck state, over his attacks. Triggering a stock soul would be super bad in any case here, so. But I don't think Christian should be all too worried about not being able to finish Patrick after this.
I mean, after this, of course. That is, if he lives, though.
You can stock on core like a felt. And that's basically guaranteed finish. And also, like, Patrick is at 3-6. There's barely any deck size left. So yeah.
Right, left, center.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of this.
In the meantime, can you explain me the flavor of the Yushiko stock suicider that's in stock that plays rock paper scissors with you? And gives power if you lose.
I actually know the flavor of that. apparently she's really bad at Junkan, which is rock paper scissors. So basically, this card lets you. You're probably showing it on stream, right?
Yeah, I'm showing it.
This card only nets you something if you lose at rock paper scissors, and the character is just really bad at rock paper scissors. So
Okay.
there's that.
Thank you. Spoilers.
That's not a spoiler. What the
Okay.
fuck?
So Patrick healed down to 3-5.
That's not gonna help him much, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. There's probably going to be a direct first. Yeah.
Direct. Power
And if he cancels the direct, it's pretty likely to live here. But yes?
Oh.
No.
Nah.
Okay. Game 2.
Yeah, basically what we
Do you have
expected
died
here.
to the puck?
Yes.
Oh, feels bad.
Unlucky.
I had 3 climaxes in deck. And
He
the
would have
one that I
died.
was on
Jesus
deck
Christ,
was
Leon, stop spoilers.
Funny hidden lethal. Had I known that all of that damage was going to stick last turn, though, if I sided the one and then
Yikes.
directed with the O's. But
Okay.
no, I had no information.
So Christian took some pretty unfortunate damage on level 3.
You also had no information that it
And-
was everything. until
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
Going into
Couldn't
the
heal
game,
down
it's
enough,
like, alright,
I
I'm
guess.
only gonna stick like maximum 3 damages.
I also think he just made some misplays that shouldn't have been made.
I don't
Christian, yeah. I think
know. I feel like a decent.
I think this line is better than the not resending was correct at least.
Killing you was more likely.
100%.
But-
For the kill.
There were some other weird lines like not finding an early play ramp, for example.
I was still like
I think-
after this,
I think finding an early play ramp was definitely correct.
five-ish, and you
Yeah,
have to stick, like,
I
you
think
don't
so
have
as well.
Easy ways of dealing 3. Either you commit to the overswing on the second.
Also,
Mhm.
I'm
or
pretty sure restanding with the
you-
puck would have been the correct play.
oh no,
As
you
we
could
said
play
already,
climax if you have
even if you're not
That would've
gonna
been
choose to actually
Yeah.
attack with it, you're taking one card out of your waiting room and put an extra
I was
climax
also
there.
counting how many stock souls I was out
Yeah,
to see if I
the
could
extra
get
climax
side
It's pretty relevant.
in different intervals.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard. I think. Especially
of
because
course-
you know 100% sure that your opponent's going to play Fumio and not the Yo burner. It might be very decent chances to survive there.
Yeah.
You just need to cancel the 3.
Exactly.
But canceling a 3 is not that easy if you're decompressed like that.
Yeah. Then again, I guess I can understand that you want to have the 5 stock for the rest counter.
Yeah.
It does make sense. But
center, left, right.
I think both chances were really small. There were like 3 climaxes in Patrick's 10 cards or something. Hitting a 2 there is not very likely.
Are we using the cards again?
Yeah, I was shuffling them.
Tapped.
You're going second.
Okay.
Christian went first in game 1 and now is going second.
4, 5.
That sounds pretty bad for him.
yeah.
Already behind the game and then going second.
Especially as we're 0, I think you mostly want to go first.
Because you can go do your good turn 1 runner and turn 2 tri-field with Ricky's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pitch 2 as well.
Patrick is also in a very good state by going first because he has his mill runner that can basically survive. Can basically always survive except if Christian manages to tri-field on turn 1.
But you know the mill runner is just going to mill a climax, right?
Sometimes.
Okay.
He didn't mill a climax against me, so he goes for a Kanon. Improving his odds of drawing the stock soldator. Or just anything that he's looking for. There's it for 2. Right. We saw Christian not leveling experience for the Reinhardt last game.
Fuck.
Do you think he should have? And do you think he will this game?
One of clean cut.
No.
I'm not sure you really need the Reinhardt in this matchup. There is the option to put your opponent Yos in memory, I guess.
Yeah.
But at that point, because Reinhardt is only at level 3 and Sunshine doesn't need to reverse, I don't think it's really relevant in this matchup.
Yeah.
Deciding,
I think so too.
I do think, however, that you do want to set it up so that you have it ready.
Yeah. Having the option is always good, right?
Yeah. Especially in a game like this where you're kind of expecting it to be grindy because Sunshine can compress pretty good because they're playing stock souls and have their power spec at 2.
Wait, I'm just reading Reinhardt. There's so many effects.
Reinhardt is pretty strong.
I was thinking maybe there's some kind of effect that helps him here, but doesn't seem like it.
Well, I guess the effect that does kinda help him here is just if your opponent reverses, ditch 1, burn 1.
Yeah, and also the memory kick, of course.
Yeah, of course, because it denies a Kanon Encore and a stock 3 Encore.
So we see a runner, another Kanon on Patrick's side.
That's actually not looking too good on Patrick's side.
Not the best level 0s. But that does mean that his level 1s are probably a little bit better.
Stay.
He only mulliganed for 2 cards this game, so that should indicate that he has some kind of good card in his hand, right? Probably a Stock Soul, probably a Chica or something, and then a Kanon.
I'm not sure if it indicates that you have a good card in hand.
I mean, I haven't seen Patrick hard mulligan at all in all the other games either.
That is true, yeah. He only mulliganed 2. Yeah.
Curious as to why you didn't move there.
Curious as why you didn't move there. So Patrick is basically saying that Christian should have probably eaten more damage up to level 2, up to 05 to clock himself and Ricky himself.
I thought about if that would have been correct to run away to make it a direct.
It's an interesting line, but I think in the end you just want to take as little damage as possible in this matchup.
That is true, but we also talked about how you kind of want to reach your power spike first, right?
So Christian just didn't have a Ricky. That's what we can see from this line.
Should have played 5 Rickies.
And is instead attacking with his brainstorm on front.
3.
That's
and it goes into stock.
It goes into stock. That's pretty busted. But that's pretty questionable, I think. Not
I mean,
sure
the
if
fact
you actually
that
need the brainstorm here.
the fact that Christian played a book here
Yeah.
means that he must probably have like at least one other book.
Scry on
But-
death.
Especially in that case,
Bottom deck it.
do you push your opponent to level 1?
Draw.
In this situation, being at level 1 isn't that good for Patrick though, because there's a runner on front row. He basically needs to have triple Chica. There's a Chica on level. So
But
maybe
by playing the climax, you telegraph to your opponent that you will most likely have at least one other one.
That makes
And you're
sense.
also playing the brainstorm to make it less bad to play the climax. To me, that just seems like Patrick wants to smash the climax here because he thinks Christian
Wait a
will take a lot of
sec.
damage.
But what if Christian is baiting him into that thought?
Oh,
He
no.
actually doesn't have a spare climax in his hand.
What does that accomplish, though?
Nothing.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
actually, since we see a brainstorm on front row, right?
Yeah.
This Emilia climax combo actually needs 3 or more other magical weapon characters. Do you think he would have that?
I sure hope so. But
I sure hope so too.
I don't like. I don't want to.
Oh, and there's Stocksoul combo.
Oh
He
no.
actually needs to tie against the runner.
Wow. So I actually don't want to jinx it here, but I'm pretty sure that Yabi wouldn't have played the brainstorm if it meant not having enough
No.
playables for the climax combo next turn.
No, CX.
Yikes. That's not a card you want to mill. Yeah, I think so too. But sometimes it happens, right?
So
Because
do it after.
basically the trade-off is to get 1 extra stock for an extra character that you play on board that's probably going to minus, right? So Christian double checking if the
If it
Bea
can give power.
gives power when it gets reversed herself, but it doesn't.
Yep. I'm just gonna grab my target.
And he's leveling Reinhardt for the Reinhardt experience since he only runs 1.
Mhm.
Yeah. At least he might get the experience for his 1 copy of Reinhardt, right?
Yeah.
4.
Luckily, he will.
Oh, don't eat that 4. And
He
he's the
eats
4.
4. He's pretty hungry. He's going for a midnight snack right there.
Yummy.
So that raises another question. Do you think
6.
Christian Jahrbacher is a hobbit?
Because he has midnight snacks? What?
Yeah.
We're tied.
I don't get it.
2.
Explain the flavor behind that.
Hobbits just love midnight snacks, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he eats another 2.
The flavor
He's actually
today
going
is
to
kind of
1-6. Oh my god.
yeah, 1/6.
We're gonna have to ask him about that after the game.
Way 8 damage, or if he's a hobbit.
About the whole climax play.
Lot of interesting cards here.
All right, I'll write it down.
Because that's exactly what I meant. By smashing the brainstorm and the climax, he brought his opponent to level 1 and basically forced him to play the climax and the Chica.
Mm-hmm.
If he had only attacked the Kanan, there's no way your opponent is getting to level 1. I guess if you're triggering +2 soul. But you're not expecting that.
So
And by doing that, you just slow the game down. Usually that's how you want to do it if you have a lot of climaxes in hand. Slow the game down and get rid of them slowly.
Yeah.
Pitch Stocksoul?
There's a Stocksoul, yeah. So basically, Christian
4 now, or 3.
probably just wanted to get rid of all of his climaxes. And did telegraph something to his opponent, making that play a little bit more lackluster.
Yeah. Why he mill into it? I'm pretty sure Christian milled here to make the runner crash. If you make a Sunshine runner crash, then you can get a free reverse with your clean cloud, basically.
And also, milling does not make your compression worse in general.
Yeah, if you don't refresh.
Yeah, it just gets you closer to your next deck. So it's in general just a very good play to always mill in your first deck. It's just unfortunate whenever the climax hits.
Beating me everywhere, right?
Yeah.
puts an assist. Felix on back row. Yeah.
You got it.
So it's always very unfortunate when you eat damage in
Front.
decks with a Maguro combo that checked up 4 at 1. Because you're just going to mill through your climaxes afterwards, and that's just gonna feel super bad.
Yeah.
In this case, though, I think Christian will not mill through that much, so that he can early play his felt.
Sticks level.
Oh, it's
I wish I'd
Well,
seen
I guess
level
that's how you
first.
bounce back.
it's equal.
Well, I guess I'm
He
leveling
does
the,
not have an option to
Okay.
that's
keep
fine.
him on 1/6 now, though.
Combo. Reveal
So
one.
I
Yeah.
don't think you care about it at this point.
Not-
Christian
not
will
at
have
this
4
level,
cards
though.
in hand after this
You're
combo.
level
5 if he
2,
triggers
it's
a book.
fine.
yikes.
4.
I think the 3/2 is not what you want, but milling is also not what you want. You might be worried about not having a 3/2 to spawn with this climax combo, with the felt combo. So he needs to mill that.
I'm not even sure if you can actually rely on the fault combo anymore.
I
Just
have to
now-
take this. No.
Pretty sure there's not many
Oh my
climaxes
God.
left in Yabi's deck.
This is kind of cringe. I guess I'll take the level 3 after all.
He does take level 3.
2.
Very afraid of milling climaxes now.
What
Wrong
was it?
attack order confirmed.
Yeah, right.
I will.
Oh
oversee as
no.
well.
Okay. So this isn't looking very good for Christian. Although Christian is level 2. So in case
You can play
Patrick,
the anti-change, yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
5,
in case he misorders something, there is the anti-change waiting for him.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's
Maybe.
very costly for Christian though, since he only has 4 cards in hand at the moment.
It is super costly, but I think it all because of it also being basically money counter, so just making one entire attack not dealing damage.
Well,
It might still be worth it.
play
But being at 2 cards in hand,
that.
no board, is also not something you want to do.
Usually good.
That.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have to do that. Alright.
Do you
I think all in all,
Early play.
do you think Patrick will quad early play here?
I think it's actually pretty good if he does.
It's really scary if he does.
How many cards in hand?
You can go for a quad early play plus a cannon in the back row.
Yeah. Because you can see
1,
Christian spreading out his deck right here.
2.
2
He has
climaxes.
two
up?
anti
Or two
anti-changes here
anti-changes.
and 5 climaxes.
Yeah. Rip. That's also not the greatest compression in his current deck.
How
So-
many anti-change counters in waiting room?
We can.
Ah,
Wait, didn't he
didn't he
just ask
just
that?
say that?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, there's
Three,
actually 3 anti-changes there. Oh
yikes.
no.
Rest counters in waiting room.
How many rest counters? Patrick just wants to know everything.
1.
Yeah.
1.
Gathering all that information. This time Christian won't be able to bluff with his 4th anti-change counter.
Give you that.
Yeah, open decklist format is kind of
I think that's
in the way here, huh?
I guess. But even in a non-open decklist
Yeah.
format, you wouldn't want to play 4 anti-change counters, I guess.
You don't know Christian well enough.
That is true.
Ah, yikes, there's a 3.
Oh no. You know how I talked about that I like to watch ReZero matches?
No?
Well, I did say that, but
Okay.
these kind of matches are not fun to watch. They're just internal suffering.
But isn't that just every Love Life Sunshine game?
Is it though? I actually think your last game was pretty fun to watch against Patrick, just because it was so close.
Yeah. But even there it was like just me struggling to not eat damage.
Into that.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
yeah. At least it's not a +2 soul
It's so
sunshine.
scary.
Yes.
I'm scarred forever, dude. He's still playing around the anti-change counter though by positioning like this.
Yep.
And I don't know. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to play around the anti-change counter though.
Yeah.
Side.
What? Why does he
Side
tie?
attacks for better numbers. But
Do you care about numbers here? Yabi has 4 cards in hand. I think you just want to clear his board.
yeah, I think
Have to direct here.
it's a bit of a bait to side for better numbers. And like it also doesn't make sense if you go for better numbers, but then proceed to direct for 4 instead of frontal for 2/3, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's just...
Mhm.
And now he fronts. So he actually just played around a rest counter? I'm
no,
pretty sure that's what he was trying to do.
I think Christian also said he was all out of rest counters.
Nah, Christian only had 1 rest counter in Waiting Room.
Those are the new ones. 1 early playground going in, that's it. I think that was
But
the new edition.
I don't think it's correct to play around a rest counter. If your character gets rest countered here, Christian spent 5 stock on level 2.
Yeah, I'm
Ending
just
at 1
denying
stock.
and
That's
denying
just...
1 instance of damage.
Yeah, that's just great.
He's just throwing away his game at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It
So-
might seem bad at first, but when you actually think about it,
I'm assuming.
it's just bad this turn.
How
And
would
then
I
all the other
know?
turns you deny him anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have yellow.
Because this line of play actually gave him a free attacker. He gets his felt off. He might even have a rem.
Yep.
Searches
This is
another
something that
2/1.
Yabi can come back from now.
Yeah, this is comebackable, definitely. If Yabi manages to field something like, I don't know, double ram or a ram and an assist, he would be in a great position.
Yeah.
Although we do know that Patrick prepared a backup, a 2-1 backup, so he needs to be careful with this. I don't know exactly how you can contest the board properly here, because the 2-1 Rico on board is kind of scary.
Middle, right, left.
Kind of tough.
Play those.
Also,
He has
he-
free Spade-Storm.
he did get the brainstorm at least. He also has a Felix healer on back row, so he would definitely be able to.
Just watch him freeze.
Oh, no
There's no
freeze.
freeze.
Unlucky.
Oh no.
The fact that he brainstorm means that he probably doesn't have the ram in hand.
You hit me with that at Worlds though.
Yeah, definitely doesn't.
Mildly annoying.
If he plays a...
Oh, climax combo? No. Do you heal here? No.
3.
Well,
Did you disconnect just now? That was loud.
I'm not sure. Might have? Don't think so though.
Okay. Yeah, Christian is forced to crash his board here, since the backup is putting so much pressure on him. However, I think Patrick won't be able to frontal attack the felt either.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I also don't think it really matters much.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
If you get backup,
3, 4, 26.
you could just anchor 3.
My information.
It's an option.
1 and 3.5.
It's not that bad with the felt.
Oh, there goes Christian's
bad.
cam.
Nah, it's bad.
Is it?
Those are actually okay numbers for me. So I was
Is it?
What is it?
Your webcam isn't here yet.
Hold up.
I can see
I
everything.
think Discord went
What's
off
up with
because
you?
I heard the what's called. I'm gonna turn off the camera and turn it back on.
Sure.
Turn off.
I love camera issues.
Turn on. Are you good?
Okay, everything's working. Good.
So just making sure you can see my hand here.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
works.
So I was for 2.
Yeah.
1, 2, 6.
Wait. Ah, okay. Yeah, we just didn't move an inch.
Front.
I thought he would have disconnected.
Yeah. That happened before this game as well. There's the puck.
People are saying Discord is having issues right now.
Uh-oh.
So let's just hope it's gonna be a quick 2-0 sweep.
Sure. Why not?
Nah, of course not. I kind of want to see Silver Scrapes here.
You kind of want to see Christian suffer for longer.
I also want to see ReZero win, I guess.
Okay. That's fair, that's fair. Let's see.
But that's personal stuff.
I'm
Just
doing...
as a But just as a commentator, I really want to see a third game.
1, 2.
Yeah, always, right?
Apologize if you hear a
Third
ring.
games are always so hype.
2, 3,
Yeah, exactly.
4, 5, 6.
Front, no effect. 4, 2.
For 2.
Do I use it here now?
Is he actually considering a backup here?
You might have
So,
all 3 in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick just said out loud, do I use it here now?
6.
This could have been
No, encore.
pretty hardcore bluff. Or he's just actually meant it.
No, he 100% took it, so it's not even... Wait, did the camera freeze?
No. Not for me, at least.
Oh no,
Did it freeze for you?
it might have.
No clock.
Is it fixed again?
I don't know, they're not moving. Okay, yeah, now it's
Ah.
fixed.
Nice.
Voxel.
Yeah, Christian is just a snowman. He's just never moving.
No, I mean, like, it was Patrick's cam that wasn't working this time, so
The level 0.
Patrick wasn't moving.
I
Okay.
see.
Shuffle those 2 back in. Anything you want to check?
Does not go for a second 2-1, Rico.
Fumio, I guess.
Fumio.
I think it's fine to not go for a second 2-1.
Yo level 3s.
Yo level 3.
But you can salvage all your level 3s with it.
Oh, sick.
Anything in wave
Step 1, hands fix for level 3.
Okay.
EQ commentators? What the fuck?
Nothing else, I guess.
Okay.
Switch to Skype.
And you refresh 8, right?
Dash is just a big troll.
Hmm.
The Yabi has 2 cards in hand. I wonder if you want to play around the rest counter again.
You know how this actually just snowballed to this position because Yavi put his brainstorm in front row at turn 1 or so and slammed the climax?
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the fascinating things about Weiss.
It snowballs super hard from these kind of super aggressive plays on level 0
Right.
Yeah.
to like late game. Because Yavi could never convert his stock into extra resources by brainstorming or something.
He also just didn't ever get another Betty Brainstorm.
Yeah.
On board, at least.
He might have one in hand, but unlikely, I guess.
Yeah.
Rest. Discard a 0.
It's also kind of funny, like,
Kill a 0.
if you
0.
hit the freeze brainstorm, you actually don't want to reverse that yo. Because that gives him an option to stock on court so that he can actually stand it next turn.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh!
Sure.
Junk can show off.
Do you have a die? Do you want me to use a die?
I have a die.
No, they're not playing Junkin.
I will go odd.
It is odd.
Okay, so I win, which means I do not get the power.
He wins, so he
Unlucky.
loses. Unlucky.
Actually,
Mandatory effect, though.
I guess that's not how you play rock, paper, scissors, but
This is why I asked
they-
early on in the
they
tournament,
kinda
though,
Reported.
so-
because with odds and even, you only have 2 choices, but in rock, paper, scissors, you have 3 choices.
Yeah, they should have
Which
just
is-
both thrown a die. But it doesn't really matter because you play until someone wins. So
Fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Turn.
it's kind of...
Sure.
It's a sufficient solution.
A friend of mine actually has a rock, paper, scissors die, so you can use that.
Ah, nice.
It's a rest counter that he played around.
Wow.
Burn 0.
That's a burn for 0, though.
Cancel.
That's very good for Christian.
Direct. For 4.
For a second there, I thought he cancelled the burn for 0.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, that would have been great.
No.
Draw.
That's... I mean, he still
Yeah.
only has 4 cards in hand after
Yeah.
this clock.
Christian is forced into a position where he needs a clock.
Oh,
Oh shit,
look,
it's
it's a Betty
salvage brainstorm.
Brainstorm.
And he misses. Yikes.
But that's a heal 4.
Interesting.
Unless he triggers 3. I'm speaking from experience, by the way.
Can you not jinx it?
How many cards in hand?
I do know you love triggering 3, but
Yummy.
don't do this to our players.
I'm gonna turn on another light. Just in
I kind of
case.
wonder if
There you go. Let me know if that light's annoying.
that's a little bit worse, but okay. I kind of wonder if Patrick has Chica SPs. It's kind of disappointing to see like 2 SPs on board, but not the Chica.
Asking the real questions. I do
Oh,
agree.
2 attacks.
Did he just? Oh no.
He didn't use the freeze brainstorm either.
Yeah, I wonder
That's
about
interesting.
that. If you use the Savage Brainstorm and don't hit, don't you at least want to freeze Brainstorm to maybe freeze the Yo or the Rico? Maybe even both level 3s. Side.
4-0.
That could have been a lot of damage. You screwed up there, Christian.
Why would you side there?
To keep
Climax is in waiting room.
Yeah,
Death
exactly.
counter up, I guess.
2,
Sure.
2, huh?
And he also has exactly enough cards in hand for rest counter. But it doesn't look great here.
Have in here.
He might be compressed after the whiff. Yeah,
I
sure.
think
but
he's very compressed at the moment, but
if you know that you're only attacking 2 times,
Actually,
do you wanna
this into that?
not
I think-
brainstorm?
I think brainstorming is probably incorrect. Like the freeze brainstorm, because it doesn't net you any advantage that you can use anyway. Besides like denying the Yo burn and stuff. But like Patrick has like a lot of resources there, right? He has 7 stock
Reveal.
and barely any hand. But
I
let's
like
ignore that part.
salvage this.
But
desert.
Okay.
basically,
I almost
if he freezes like a Yo or something, he could just technically overplay it for somehow, or like, ooh,
pay
he shuffles
one,
away his
one,
burn 1.
He does.
search 1.
Searches the Fumio. Ouch.
Oh,
Christian is
no.
dead. Oh no.
Nah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think he is.
I mean, this is
But
this
he's
is
gonna-
really bad for him.
It is really bad. At the same time, though, even if he gets hit to a high damage number at level 3, he does have a chance to sack a win out of this.
Listen, at this point, it was way better to have the freeze brainstorm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And
Well,
2, 3.
can't say it's
Center, left,
purely
right.
unlucky for Christian, though.
Left.
Same. This is a yikes. So
You people do love that word, huh?
I love yikes.
Then we have to go to that.
I love how Christian just passive-aggressively shuffles his waiting room already. Before his opponent is even playing the Fumio.
Reply.
Already leaving a book there.
Rest.
He doesn't want to deal with this bullshit anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Anything you want to check?
Uh,
want to check all the damage going back in.
Hear that.
Sometimes you just gotta appreciate the little things in life.
So Christian's going back with 6, I believe.
There goes my $10, says chat.
Yeah. Rip everyone's brackets, to be honest.
Yep.
Oh no, Patrick the bracket killer.
Actually is, huh?
And I think actually a lot of people predicted Patrick to win quite a lot.
Right, center, left.
They predicted the win against me mostly, and they predicted the win against Christian sometimes.
Oh, it wasn't even split. That's
No.
assist.
It was just this.
So Patrick has 2 cards left in hand. Christian has 2 cards left in hand. But he didn't have many chances to sculpt, right? So it's mostly cards that he hoarded.
Yeah.
It's a blind
It's
burn.
just
Possible.
left
Probably-
side curse. That is true. I agree.
Yeah, rip left side.
That into that.
Never be left side.
Kill that. Okay, cool.
So direct attack first, keep side attack options open.
For 5.
Oh,
Directs for
5.
5. Please don't eat it, Christian. Okay, good.
Sure.
But even
Side
if Christian survives this,
for 1.
Besides the level 1,
Take it.
he actually is afraid of the rest counter? Question mark?
Front.
I guess.
He's doing it again. I really don't know why you would side here.
For 4. Oh, boy.
You
Yeah, I
can
should've-
afford to wait another turn there.
He
Your
cancels.
opponent has 2
Wow.
cards.
On 4.
That's pretty
That's
good.
very big.
Alright, you might have this game.
You might have this game, he says.
Yeah. I think he might have this game. But Christian does not have a lot of climaxes left in his deck.
Yeah,
He has 4 in like this entire stack of cards.
I don't think he wins this turn, honestly, but he probably will try.
I mean, if he gets a good freeze brainstorm off here now, it would be pretty good. He salvages one at least.
Does hit? Oh, there's
There's an Amelia
an
and a
Amelia
Felt.
restand.
I think the puck is still in his 6th stock or so when he put it in stock with Felt.
Yeah, should be.
So it is
Oh.
in there.
Sure.
Does not grab it though.
Maybe he does want to wait another turn.
He has 3 left in like 15 cards or so. 14? And is considering to...
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
Yeah, okay. So picking the Felt here is the compression play, right?
Brainstorm.
He's
Yeah.
banking on surviving at the moment.
There's
Or-
a puck and the
Oh, yeah.
brainstorm.
It hits
one.
1, so stuns the Yo.
Just that way I remember.
Yeah.
So he does not want to reverse the Yo this turn, otherwise he will get 3 stock Encore and stuff. Double Felts.
Yeah, he does go for compression and wants to live another turn. And I think that's not incorrect. I think that's pretty good.
Okay.
Double Felt gives him pretty decent compression, unless he triggers, of course.
Yeah,
So just don't trigger.
that is true.
So Chico's
Oh,
both
however,
free, right?
Patrick might still have his
12.
backup
Mill
in
backup.
deck in his hand.
He
Huh?
did contemplate if he should play it last time.
Yeah, and I think this might be a very good spot to use it.
I'm not sure if Christian knows this. I think Christian forgot.
But even if he uses it, he does attack in an order, like in a proper order to play around the mill backup, right? So
The back row
Oh,
card is
so-
actually the level 3 Ruby, isn't it? He just
Yeah.
played that to heal.
4-2.
did people ask about that?
In waiting room.
Yeah, Nando asked about it.
1, 2, 3.
My
Yeah, it's
screen
just
is
it's just a healer.
6.
So Christian has 7
Card.
climax invading room.
Should be 8.
8 cards in deck. Oh my god.
Will be 5.
This backup should be really good, but like
No,
Probably-
this backup. He doesn't want to play the backup.
Yeah.
Still trigger.
but I think the backup
Well, you
on
triggered
the
full, so
Rico
you
is
triggered
actually
full,
slightly
and
better.
the felt search is
No,
-3.
I searched for default. I didn't
No,
trigger.
no, no.
Oh, you
Christian
did
has
trigger?
7 climax invading room.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I need to trigger.
I don't think you mill here.
Wait, did I not trigger? Did I
I-
trigger?
Thought you triggered
7?
already.
Yeah.
Chat.
I'm
How
pretty sure
about-
you triggered already?
Did I trigger?
Yeah, because I wouldn't ask about, how many climaxes are in waiting
Oh.
room if you're in the middle of
Okay.
Well, we can just check that by
Should
going
we
back.
just leave it like this then?
Yeah, I don't think your attack order is going to matter here. You're not siding anywhere, so
One moment. We'll try and check it then, since we're not very sure if you triggered or not, right?
So this is
Pretty
where
sure
it
you did, because
shuffles.
I
I'm
wouldn't
watching
be
it right
asking
now.
this question.
Okay, good.
And he's triggering. Yep, he did trigger the Rim Rum.
You did trigger it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
So that's for 2. So you
Yeah.
have 5 in deck, which means I don't ruby counter there. You have a rest counter in hand.
I'm really not sure why Patrick
So I
is
get 2
thinking about
attacks.
Ruby countering here. Do I miss?
Sure.
Am I missing
All right,
something?
I'll take it. 2.
Christian has 7 climax invading room. And he has, like,
Actually,
8
do you-
cards
do you
left
want
in
me to
deck.
shuffle because
Was
I'm
it
gonna
7 or
trigger
6?
here. Second, I
7.
already know that.
Did he
there's a
ask?
trigger there.
Did he just ask about it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought he said 6, but I
He did say 6, but then the bottom card also was a climax, so there was 7.
Okay.
So he said 6, then waited, and then said 7.
So that's a front. It might be. He might have been considering a side attack here to play around the Ruby backup, since he. But yeah,
But
I think the Ruby backup just helps him.
Yeah, exactly. I think he just wants to bait it. If Patrick is actually thinking about playing it, you just want to bait that shit hard. Make him play it.
However, if he does use the backup here, he does play around the rest counter. Is it stronger? Yeah, it's stronger.
Right, left, center.
Yeah, right.
4, 3.
Oh, there's a
Hey,
rest
that's
counter.
a rest counter.
Rest counter.
5 cards in deck, correct?
Yeah.
Is there a rest counter in your waiting room?
He just saw the rest counter going in there, and
No.
there's none in waiting room, so that might mean that Christian has one. But he does not back up against the
But he
felt.
cancels.
This Yo will also not be standing, so... Wait, was he strong enough to kill the... Oh wow, he was strong enough to kill Chica. Damn.
Yeah, well, it is 12-5. I think I even pushed it to 13 with the Betty Brainstorm, but I'm not sure.
Christian is in a super solid spot here, right?
I mean, it's still only 1 climax and 5 deck cards. But apart from that, it does look pretty solid, yeah.
That's a guaranteed cancel.
It is.
Oh, there's a Chica.
And another Yo. But that's fine.
Chica grabs a Yo. So...
Especially if Christian actually has a rest counter, then that's pretty fine.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure if he does.
I mean, if he has a rest counter, that's basically 2 cancels that he's having this turn.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Might even be 3 if Patrick actually fucks up his attack order.
I mean, he needs to fuck up his attack order in case the Rico misses, right?
Yeah.
Or nah, he doesn't really need to fuck up, but
Confirm better numbers.
I'm not sure what he's thinking about. This Ruby though pumps on attack, so he's probably able to get over both felts if he would want to.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've seen him declining more level 3 kills before, so there's the backup.
Reveal a 1.
And reveals a 1. Do you think he would shuffle it back, the 1?
I wonder. If he actually takes the... It seems super greedy to shuffle it back up, but he might.
The burn 1 snipe climax E3 play. Oh no. Don't do it, Christian.
I wonder. I
Same.
don't think I'd shuffle it back at least.
Yeah, you only have good targets to overplay here, so...
Yeah,
Overplaying
you
here
wanna
feels
overplay
super
anything.
minus.
Is he overplaying the Rico? No, he's just showing
he's
it.
still contemplating whether to pick it or not.
Take the drop search.
He did.
But it's probably for next... Ooh, Stock Soul.
Stock Soul.
Yeah, that means 3-3-3 or like 3-3-4. Which is slightly better than going for 2s, I think. It has a chance of lethal at least. In
It does have a
attacks.
chance of lethal.
The brainstorm.
Sure.
The Brainstorm.
What's the brainstorm in?
I think you should put a Yo in that scenario, if you have one.
No, please, no. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes! For 4.
It actually happened.
I mean,
Oh no.
that's a 20% sack.
Chat, pray for Christian. We want the third game.
All 8
That's
going in?
actually disgusting.
Oh my god.
I can't not be biased
I
at
don't
this.
think there's
This is
anything
the
else I really
second
need
time
at
that he
this point.
sacked like this.
Just
Oh my god. Flashbacks to my game from 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
Exactly. I can't not be biased here. This
Oh
is
my
just next
God.
level of bullshit.
I probably would have swapped my field around.
Yeah, Yabi does look pretty dead here.
No, he's
One
fine. Just cancel. Chat is praying for him, I hope.
Is Chad praying for him?
Chat, are you
They're
praying?
saying they're
Chat?
saying he's dead.
No, that's not praying, guys. Don't leave him alone now.
Else, it's absolutely
Christian has
Ah.
been bluffing rest counter. Rip Yabi.
Christian
Well-
is honestly like, wait. Oh, is that a rest counter? Oh, that's a rest counter there. Oh no,
Right.
that
Yeah,
is pretty dead.
He doesn't have
Okay.
it. He's dead.
So all we need is all we need is
really
F's in the
wanna-
chat now.
I really want to see him live here, but I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yikes. Oh.
Did he
Patrick
just
doesn't
say
know.
you have a rest counter?
Has he got a side attack?
3.
There's no way, right?
If you have the rest counter, that's fine.
There's no
Patrick
way he's
is-
gonna side attack his troll himself.
Side.
Patrick is
Side?
saying that Yabi doesn't have it, and he's still saying that. he
Sides
has
for
it.
0.
Oh my! What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my!
He's
god.
BMing.
4.
What the? I don't even.
Oh my god.
Oh
the BM,
no.
the BM,
What
the
the-
BM play worked.
This is so.
Oh,
This is so fucking tilted.
oh my god.
Second one? Oh.
He actually saw that Yabi didn't have a rest counter there. Still thinks he's somehow hiding a third one.
More, and then there's 8 at the bottom.
Sides and doesn't even get punished.
Oh,
What is this?
Shit. Yikes.
Damn.
Oh, no. I-
need both Ryan and Kuhn to lose
Well-
this round.
Let's leave Skype, I guess.
No, stay in Skype.
Awkward games.
Stay in Skype, please.
But I entered away the second.
Okay.
Well, I guess I also entered
Like,
away the first game.
If you leave Skype, I actually can't hear you for the rest of the call, so I need
you.
to mute you and stuff. I don't want to
I think
unmute
I
you.
was not unlikely to cancel.
Wow.
Just stay in Skype.
Okay, cool.
Second game
Okay.
just did the wrong attack order here.
Yeah.
So what do we want to ask
Should've
them?
just kept you at 1 second.
We only have this game 2 climax on turn 2.
Well,
So
Christian?
I really want to ask
had enough
Patrick
play-
about
I had
the
enough
the
plays in
rest
my
counter
hand.
thing in the
That
end.
was more
Yeah,
of
sure,
the-
I also
but
want
you
to
have set up
ask
videos,
Yabi
right?
about the
That's
climax
the thing,
thing.
is could you
game
swing
two?
back the next turn?
Okay.
There was
So I don't
something
know
in
what your
game
hand
1,
was
but
at
I
that
don't
point,
remember
but
it
if you
now.
were able to
I'm
swing
just
back
so
the next
tilted.
turn and make
I
momentum,
would have
then
been able to.
Yeah, I'm also still letting it cool down a bit before
Yeah.
before actually going in there. So yeah,
Because that forces me into a play of siding the other 2 lanes.
Sunshine is
and
free.
get a run out as well,
The only
and
awkward
then
thing
playing the
was
2-1.
the only awkward thing was that it was out all 3.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the
counters
team,
really early.
Patrick. Glad to have
Yeah.
you, Christian. Good luck on NTCG nerd.
Good luck on the NCCG.
But second first is probably still just better.
100%.
Okay, let's go in there now.
Yeah.
Oh, Yue wants me to tell you you're on the team.
Hey guys,
Actually,
Yeah.
Christian, you're officially kicked from Strictly Broken TCG, and
Oh.
apparently you're welcome
Feels
to
bad.
ENCCG now.
Feels
Feels
weird.
good. Feels good. You should say feels good, okay?
Okay.
I'd say feels good.
I also see a lot of Sunshine is free in the chat. But yeah, in game 2, Christian, I think on your first turn, you played a runner and a brainstorm on front row and slammed a climax. What did your...
Actually.
Was it a second turn? Yeah, it was a second.
Second turn, yeah.
What was your thought behind that? Like, what
Okay,
kind
so
of
I
hand
had-
did you have there?
Okay, so I had 4 CX in my hand, and I didn't think I was going to be able to rid all of them.
Holy shit, 4
That's
CX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we figured that much, but what we were talking about is by smashing the climax and the brainstorm, you're pretty favored to get your opponent to level 1. And that basically guarantees that he slams the climax at that point, right? Why didn't you just want to drag out the level 0 a bit longer?
I thought about that, but he also didn't have like a lot of time yet, right?
Yeah,
So-
fair enough.
Well, he did have 2 cannon scries at that point, though, so
Yeah, that's true.
he did dig hard to his climax, I think.
Yeah. That's true. I think it's very possible that just leaving him at 0 there is better.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I did want to make 2 stock just in case I had to Ricky for Ricky next turn. Because
Right.
my hand was really shit at that point, and I basically had to like try to top deck Ricky into hopefully then maybe search another Ricky so that I actually have enough playables for this.
Yeah, and the brainstorm didn't have any outs to hit there since you were already
Yeah, the
5
brainstorm was
out at
fairly
that point.
useless because it was out already. Basically, my out was like next turn top decking into the Ricky, which I did, and then doing combo, and then like leaving enough deck that I can set up Felt. What was unfortunate, what I didn't really like, I guess, the big misplay I made that game was when it was level 1. I had like 3 attacks, I think, and after this attack, Patrick was at 1-4, and I swung direct instead of
and then you hit for
swinging
3.
here. I could have just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
I
know
kind
it.
of like, I thought he'd cancel, but like this is still kind of stupid just attacking here first because I wanted like,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted the information here, for my Amelia mills for how much I need to mill.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was too risky. I should have
I-
just done this first.
I
Yeah, so
don't
that you
think it
could
was. I
enter
don't think it
there.
was a bad play. I think it was more of a greedy play. But at that point, if you're
Yeah.
in that poor of a situation, you sort of have to play greedy and play to your outs. So I don't blame you for that.
Speaking of which, by playing greedy, I have a question for you, Patrick.
Yes.
You played around the rest counter bluff
Yep.
for quite a while.
Yep.
Didn't you think about the possibility of just baiting the rest counter out if he had it to just slim his chances of winning even more? Yabi had 4 cards in hand for the longest time, right?
Or 2.
Yes. So I did think about that, and there were multiple times where I could have, but one, it depends on the top checks if I have Yo Chica out. If I hit a top check with anything more than a level 0, then I could very well do so by attacking with the Yo first and then with the Chica second, thus playing around rest counter more optimally. However, at that point, Christian was also fairly well compressed. So siding in that situation, especially if I have a climax and if I need to or I really want to play the climax, siding into level 1s, which he was able to leave up in the front row, gives me fairly good numbers to swing into in a fairly compressed deck. It just happened to be that there were a few times where I triggered stock souls, but that's what happens when you play stock souls.
Yeah, I guess.
So
Yeah, that
some of them
happens.
canceled.
I see.
Then in the final turn, we saw Christian's last climax getting sniped by a burn 1, and then he ate 4 damage, one of which
And then I ate
was actually a rest counter.
Yeah, I
Did
told
you
him
realize
that the second rest counter was out. He didn't.
Yeah,
need to play
I
around
didn't
it.
see that. I missed
Okay.
that piece of information.
I
Yeah,
see.
because that side attack would have been very nice for dealing the final bits of damage there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if
that was
if
my
I
mistake.
canceled off the top there, that was like pretty big. But
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I tried to keep both rest counters in deck so that he plays around it because I didn't
Right.
have it. But then I ended up triggering one. So
It's funny that he constantly played around it though, even though you didn't have it like for 4 turns.
I mean, that's like one of the things of playing 5 counters, right?
Yeah.
Opponent assumes you have like at least one of them.
You'd always have one, except you don't.
End up drawing any of them this game.
Exactly.
One other question for you, Christian.
Yeah.
In the first game, you had a level 0 Suicider on board as the only card in center stage. Patrick sided it because he was afraid of the anti-change counter.
Yeah.
And then in the following turn, you had a pretty full waiting room, and then played the Felt Changer. Why didn't you opt to actually grab a ram early play before that with the Suicider?
I did think about that, and then I forgot about doing it before slamming the Felt. That was just like
unlucky.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. Because it would have been then I didn't need to overplay anything. I had the empty slot, but
yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I played this series pretty poorly.
Well, good games.
There's still
overall.
elimination bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels bad.
You get a second chance in the elimination bracket. We don't know what the matchup is because like we're basically the first games in this week.
Yeah.
Same goes for Patrick. Welcome to the big 4 in the winners bracket.
Thank you.
Once again, we won't know yet what your exact matchup will be, but we'll be seeing that soon enough. Yeah, for now, thanks NovaTCG for sponsoring us once again. If you're looking for JP cards, always think of NovaTCG first. Then I would like to ask you if you would want to shout out anyone. Christian, would you like to shout out your former team?
I guess not anymore.
Okay, good.
Question mark. I can shout out ENTCG.
Yeah, shout out to your new team.
We welcome you with open arms, Christian.
Oh, but Patrick, that's not a meme, by the way, from your way. If you weren't sure.
All right, I'll talk to him after.
Yeah, sure.
And Patrick, would you like to do any shout outs?
My usual shout outs, Rochester area. Thank you for the training. Everyone in the Discord for talking over different ideas in English and Japanese. And I guess shout out to UA, Strictly Broken TCG. I guess I'll be finding more out about that in the next hours.
I'm seeing a lot of question marks of UA in the chat.
I'm not sure yet, but...
UA?
Oh, I thank the NovaTCG as well for sponsoring this tournament. So.
Right. Also, special thanks to Leon for co-commentating. It was very fun to have here. We had a lot of nice flavor talks during the commentary.
We should have had much more. I could have talked about so many story points.
It was great that you guys played rock paper scissors. We loved it.
It really was. It really was.
And
especially after we discussed the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And when I won, it feels bad.
Yeah, unlucky. You should have lost, dude.
The 2000 power.
Yeah. And Leon, would you like to do any shoutouts still?
Yeah, shoutouts to the guys that copy pasted all the time in the stream before this, because apparently they copy pasted it enough to don't do it this time. I saw one copy pasta about Christian spoiling a deck by playing, but apart from that, our chat was pretty civilized.
We actually had a serious chat this time. Damn, impressive. And
just as I say this, someone is posting about a coin with your face on it.
So, in case you always wanted a coin with my face on it, download this and more. TCG Tools. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. That's it for today. There won't be any more streams today. Next one will be tomorrow. Wait, will there be tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. You'll see.
See you guys. As Sunshine wins and Batman is in the tournament, there will be a tomorrow.
Right. Shout out to June and Duke for having great Batman games.
Yeah. Pretty bummed to see Duke lose in such a way in Game 3, but I'm also kind of happy to see Batman win, because it's made for such a nice meme.
Pretty sad for Duke losing that second game, even though he could have went for lethal there, but okay.
Well, but that's a misplay you gotta take, I guess.
Yikes. Okay. So, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow, I guess? Or sometime later. Bye. Bye. Stay on.